We came by sea. The weather was not on our side. It was stormy and the sea was rough. Several people got seasick. I wrote a letter to my family and friends because I didn't think I'd make it back. There was a thud. The landing craft has hit land. All of a sudden we hear bullets pelting off the craft's armor. Artillery strikes are also heard around us. Then, the door flew open.
D-Day was not just one battle. All the battles took place on the same day in same country, but different places. The countries invading Normandy were the United States of America, England, and Canada. America invaded Utah and Omaha. The British took gold and silver. Canada took Juneau. The United States also dropped paratroopers further inland.
The Germans defended their beaches and bunkers. They had machine guns that they used to fire at the soldiers. The machine guns that they used, the MG-42, could fire 21 bullets per second. Guns that the Nazis also used was the MP-40, a submachine gun that would tear you into shreds. The Allies used their semi-automatic guns and submachine guns to counter the Nazis. Also, both sides had deadly sniper rifles that would kill you in one shot. Unfortunately for them, they did not have high-tech weaponry, such as this sniper rifle, which has a thermoscope, and neither did they have night vision.
The doors flung open. Before my eyes, I saw blood, limbs, and friends falling to the ground. I quickly gather my wits and rush out onto the beach. I hear screaming of wounded soldiers and bullets zipping past my head. I find cover in a crater made by an artillery strike. There were 2 other soldiers with me, a medic and someone missing both of his legs. My friend motions me to come to where he is taking cover. As soon as I start running, I hear loud, terrible whistle. The last thing I remember was my ears ringing and seeing blood pour out of my leg. That was when I blacked out.
Artillery strikes are extremely deadly. They come from machines that fire artillery shells. The shells go up in the air and then slam into the ground. When the shells hit the ground, the shell bursts into fragments that rip through bodies. If you aren't killed by the fragments, the shock wave bursts out in all directions and burns you to a crisp if you are too close. If you are in the direct path of this, you'll be dead before you hit the ground.
I open my eyes. To my horror, the battle is still raging on. I force myself up and notice that I am thankfully still in one piece and still able to fight. I grab my rifle and head towards the rest of my men, taking cover behind a large sand pile. I run as fast as I can, and I jump into cover. Bullets were flying over all of our heads. Then I hear a whistle and everybody charges forward. I start sprinting to some artillery craters, and I hear bullets zip somewhere around me. Then, the next thing I know, I am on the ground, and I feel stinging in my knee. I've been shot.
D-Day was a vicious battle fought by the Allies. In the end, the Allies took all of the objectives and captured the beach. Because the Allies got into France, this is a major turning point in history, because the Allies were able to drive the Nazis out and soon ended the war. D-Day was a very important battle in World War II, and would not have been successful without the brave soldiers who fought on the beach. It's not certain why it's called D-Day, but that is what it eventually was called.
I wake up to see 2 men standing over me. They help me up and they tell me I got shot in the knee. They told me I could no longer fight and I wouldn't be able to walk without assistance. So I went home, and I am very grateful that I survived, even though I wish I could have fought on along with my friends. That is my story of how I barely survived D-Day. I hope you learned about the importance of this battle, and if we never won, most likely we would have lost the war. Farewell.